There's a lot of taking from different genres and trying, it's like people are scrambling to find something, maybe something different. And that's honorable, but I think you should just be true to what comes out. And so there's never been really anything that contrived about me or the Killers in that sense. Even when people assume that it is, it's always been really, really honest and really just chasing down what's coming out of us. There's sort of a reverence for our second record that and people I think our fans are like all the records, but there's a different kind of love for the second record, and so maybe that's what they're looking for, something more like that. But I think it's a certain quality that they definitely expect, and we have that pressure that we put on ourselves too. It really connected with people in a way that the other ones didn't. From the early 2000s, I feel like that there were quite a few bands that seemed to know where they were and what they were doing. And I just don't see that as much now, is all, I guess. But if you look at Interpol and The Strokes and Franz Ferdinand and Kings of Leon and the White Stripes, those were really strong identities, individual people in those bands. And that's separate from other bands, I felt like. It was an exciting time. It's not always easy to pull off honesty, which is weird to say. But in a song, it can be difficult sometimes. It's so easy to take on a role, or just make things rhyme sometimes. I feel like I still need to shake this idea that I'm just really arrogant. It's just, in the early days, I was actually really insecure, and I would puff my chest a lot and say things that I had no business saying. So that's the shame of it all, it just can stick with you. But I don't know, I don't really feel like there are too many misconceptions about me. I think in a lot of ways I'm just starting to feel comfortable in my own skin and to feel like I belong. I think I probably share the similar problem with a lot of younger groups and younger bands and singers and things like this, is we look up to these people. There's been so much great music in the last 50 or 60 years, and there's so many people that are on pedestals, and I'm guilty of putting them up there myself, and so it's difficult to step into those shoes. It took me a long time, and I'm just starting to feel like I'm ready to lace them up. I don't know if I feel like I have anything to prove. I feel like it's just a continuation of my career, really. Yeah, like I hate the word project because it somehow dismisses something about it. Or it's an out for people if it doesn't do as well as they hoped or something like that. But I really love making music and performing, and I just don't see any reason to stop right now. There were a couple of tracks that I knew were strong, but I didn't know, until it's all finished and you get this cohesive thing that you're proud of, you don't really know.